What you see behind me here is the Drone One by Major Fitness. It's an Amazon exclusive rack, and I was lucky enough to get my hands on it. I'm gonna let you guys know my thoughts and who I think this is right for. Major Fitness claims that this machine has a great weight capacity, it's multifunctional and very stable. So I think we're gonna put this to the test. But let's first take a look at the unboxing and build process. This is actually fairly straightforward. It comes in two boxes here, and as I open it up, you can see it's all nice and neatly packed together. You can see Chloe here, who's my assistant throughout this process. And one of the cool things about this, they give a lot of bonus gifts that can be really helpful. Those include things like a lifting belt, hip thrust pad, or you can use this for squats, whatever you want, lifting straps or wrist straps, wrist wraps, and this little ankle attachment for things like kickbacks using the cable machine. Along with this additional pile of attachments for your machine, things from a pull down bar to just a simple straight bar, dip attachments, D-handles, and even a rope grip that I forgot to shoot in here, and I'll show you it here. The assembly process, just one person, took me about 3 hours, and I think that's fairly reasonable. And overall, it came together pretty easily. Now they say that the J-hooks can handle 1,000 pounds, and that's great, but what's really important is how much can these safety bars hold? Now it says 900 static pounds, but this video on their Amazon link shows a drop test of over 500 pounds, and these safety rails seem to handle it pretty well. And I think one of the biggest key features to this piece of equipment isn't just the cage, but the actual cable attachments. Now the guide bars that you see here do actually provide pretty smooth movement. Don't get me wrong, it's not as smooth as like a $4,000 cable machine. And you can see this movement as I'm pulling, and it's pretty smooth. And this is even prior to me adding extra lubrication, which is something I definitely recommend picking up. And you can see here, as we start to demonstrate some of these exercises, and yes, I was able to get my wife to help out here, there's so much versatility with this machine. The ability to move the cables to the bottom and do a low row like this here, that allows us to move the cable to the top, do things like pull downs, pullovers, and a ton of other exercises. And we can turn ourselves around, adjusting the cables for presses or flies. We can do incline or decline, whatever we prefer. And of course, some of your standard movements that you see inside of a power cage like this is your bench press. You can see me doing 225 here comfortably, and you can also see me doing 225 inside of here in a squat, which I feel pretty comfortable racking and unracking this weight. Even a heavier weight I'd be fine with. But the versatility really shines through with the endless possibilities of different exercises you have. And this is barely even scratching the surface of all the different movements like lateral raises, rear delt pulls, triceps, or biceps. There's endless possibilities. But I do have to bring up stability again. You can see me kind of shaking this machine around, pretending like I was gonna be able to do a one-handed pull-up. Of course, there's some give side to side, but I feel pretty stable on this machine, and you can see me re-racking 225 pounds in a squat here, and there's some movement, but it's still stable. You can see me re-racking 225 on a bench press, and again, still stable, and I'm still comfortable. There's additional weight horns that you can see here that allow you to stack weight on both sides that gives a more secure and stable footing. I think anyone using up to 400 pounds should be fine with this machine. When you start pushing that 500 pound limit, you might start needing to look somewhere else. Is this piece of equipment perfect? No, but it could be perfect for what you need. If you're looking at some of the entry-level gym equipment on places like Amazon, if you are looking at the additional attachments for pull-downs or cables, I think you're a lot better off purchasing the Drone One, having those attachments already connected at a reasonable price. Plus all the additional bonus gifts that come with this that can help curb the price so you don't have to buy any additional attachments or additional accessories. I hope you guys found some value in this video. Let me know what you guys thought, and I'll see you guys in the next one.